What's going on, my fellow patriots? Today, I wanted to touch up on something I had touched up on yesterday, which was the incident that happened at the Hamilton musical, where the actor addressed Mike Pence, and in a way that I, as well as many other hundreds of thousands of Americans, maybe millions, felt offended by the way the actor from the Hamilton musical addressed Mike Pence. And the funny thing is that while we were all mad and caught up emotionally, uh, angry, resentful, vindictive, wanting revenge against the Hamilton musical, it was something that Mike Pence said in reference to his response to the Hamilton situation. Mike Pence was asked, how do you feel uh, about what happened at the Hamilton musical? And Mike Pence said, well, first of all, let me say that the Hamilton musical is a very good show with very, very talented actors. And then, which surprised me because he wasn't discontent with them, nor did he portray any type of resentment towards them because of their actions. Then he continued. Then he continued on to say that that he was there with his daughter and his daughter's cousins, and and the audience, as well as the participators, were both cheering and booing at the same time as he walked in. So he already knew that there was going to be some kind of animosity. Anyway, he continued on to say that when his child asked him, uh, why are they booing at you? What Mike Pence said, we should all take these words into account because I only logged on just to share these words with you. This is what Mike Pence said in regards to when his child asked him, why are they booing at you? He told his child, this is what liberty sounds like. Think about that. This is what liberty sounds like. Liberty is the ability for everybody to express themselves without anybody feeling any type of way, because everybody has the right to express themselves the way they wish, and he wasn't displeased by it. If anything, he tried to comfort them and reassure them that things would get better. Um, but I think that says a lot about him in a spiritual sense, because a lot of us who do claim to believe in God, and a lot of us who do know the word, we were angry. We experienced anger. We experienced hate in our hearts. And the man who was actually affected by it, he's such a spiritually humble person that he looked past. Mike Pence looked past the criticism that the liberals from the Hamilton musical, how they commented against him. He looked past that. And instead, he taught his child a lesson that kids today lack, and that is that liberty sounds like this. You will have people that will cheer you on, and you will have people that will boo you. Nobody's going to ever completely agree with you. If we would have taught our kids this, not us, but if this generation would have been taught this, none of these kids would have been acting like this. And this is why I decided to share. Hey, there now. What's going on, Dean 17? If we would have raised our kids the way Mike Pence, I believe, is raising his child. I mean, and who thinks about saying something like that? And the child asks you, Dad, why are they booing at you? You're the vice president. And he tells his child, this is what liberty sounds like. That's like, it blew my mind, like, boom! I don't even know what to say. I just came on to say this real quick. I know everybody logged on, but I just wanted to share those words with you because I that just blew my mind. It was like the deepest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's like me, even as a person who is intelligible and articulate and believes that I have enough knowledge about God, I didn't exercise what I know. I didn't apply myself in a spiritual sense because I still allowed what happened in the Hamilton to make me angry and to make me hate. So if you can't claim to know God or love God if you hate others. You understand what I'm saying? So by me hearing Mike Pence actually say to his own child that the reason he was booed is the same reason he was cheered, and it's all because this is what liberty sounds like. That's like the deepest thing anybody could hear, and anybody should pass on to their children, and everybody should apply this. That it doesn't matter who cheers you on, and it doesn't matter who boos you. What it ultimately all boils down to is that everybody has the right to reflect themselves naturally and be who they are and express themselves freely. And we shouldn't feel any type of way about this because this is just an opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. That this is called a freedom, a right that God gave us. And God gave us free will. The word free will means that the things that you please, that you will eventually materialize. Whether it's a decision, or whether it's a plan, or whether it's an invention, or whether it's a relationship. Because eventually, if you start contemplating about how a relationship truly works, or you see somebody, a friend or family member as an example of how a good relationship is working out, and you take the principles that are working for them and you apply them into your own life, you too will be successful. But a lot of people rather live as individuals. They don't want to assimilate other people. They rather believe that they are unique. When ultimately, when it boils down to the simplest of concepts, when it comes down to our ideologies, only two things exist. And that's those that believe in evolution and those that believe in God. Those that believe in science and those that believe in theology. Those that believe in unrestricted free will and those that believe that God gave us free will to test us, so we should moderate ourselves. Nothing in life comes free, which means that ultimately everything that we do and everything that we contribute into life, we reap what we sow. We get what we contribute. If you contribute nothing to life, you get nothing out of life. If you contribute even the simplest things, even the simplest of things will ricochet back. And let me tell you, not the smallest of us out there, or not the weakest of us, is incapable. Because I've seen people of all shapes, of all weight sizes, of all beauty types, of all, and they always find that one person that accepts them and loves them exactly the way they come. And that's because there's no such thing as beauty, where beauty is just an idea. What is your idea of beauty? People's idea of beauty, when it comes down to me, being that I'm not no that dude from Fast and the Furious. I'm not no walker, you know. I have a rough outlook, but when people sit down and they listen to you, some people are called sapiosexuals. Sapiosexuals, what they are is that they're people that are aroused by other people's intelligence. So if beauty really existed, then beauty would cancel out intelligence. But since beauty doesn't exist, all it is an idea. What do you find beautiful about a human being? Do you find the ability for a person to be kind, or do you like alpha male personalities or alpha female personalities? Then you got alpha females. Believe it or not, alpha females always tend to be the same females that can never tend to find another female friend that they can trust and hang out with because they already know what to expect. It's usually the beta females, the ones that always allow other women to caress them and play with their hair and tell them how cute their body look. You know, that they're more susceptible to, female-on-female interaction. An alpha female is completely different. An alpha female understands her place in society, and she has a stronger personality, a personality that doesn't appeal to a lot of other females out there because of the simple reason that most women are more susceptible to passive behavior than they are to aggressive behavior. This being the reason why a lot of men are out there exercising the gift of gab, which is basically a psychological game. And this is the way the game goes. That man will ask you, what kind of man are you looking for? You give him all the information he needs. Then he takes that information and he exploits it. He'll start role playing exactly what you told him that you're looking for in a man. He'll exploit it, and then once he get what he want, then he'll let you go. And you thought it was original all along, and you think that something happened in the middle of it that caused for things to break up. No, nothing just abruptly breaks. Things break because an action was already planned, and they knew what they were gonna do. And people don't just like. And you ever heard somebody be in a relationship, and every time they cheat, they come back and they say sorry? What do you think they're saying sorry for? Do you think they're saying sorry because they went out and intentionally cheated? Or do you think they're saying sorry because they cheated and got caught? This shit makes me red in the face. Like, I start turning red. Oh my God. I just turned mad red. Look at my face. Jesus Christ. It's all a game, and beauty doesn't exist. You know what exists is the personalities and the souls. People always talk about my soul made this, my soul made that, but ultimately people don't understand what they're talking about. And the soul, and what the soul means is your essence. Your essence is your character and your personality. So if you find somebody that is compatible with your personality and your character, then you found your soul mate. And it's only because it's almost like a puzzle, like no, it's almost like binary. Right? It's like your zeros equals his ones, and his ones your zeros. So there's no real clashing. Only at the end of this large number do you know every now and then find an anomaly where you guys clash or whatever. But this is called chemistry. Chemistry means that there's a program written that makes some people naturally compatible to other people. You know, there are some men that are into overweight women, and there are some women. I'm turning red because in my head was gonna explode, trying to explain to myself where people get their logic from. So when I started thinking about it, it made my face red. I did turn red though. Woo. Face turned hot. I don't know. I suffer from anger issues too. So since I've been working on my personality a lot, you know, because we're all getting older, you know, and we can't talk to other people the way we used to talk to other people when we was younger. We can't utilize the past to try to justify the present, you know. So, but it takes effort to control yourself, and it takes effort to moderate yourself. Even physical behaviors have to be moderated. Then what people don't understand is that if you're constantly out there and you're having sex, you're actually desensitizing yourself emotionally, because what happens is that things are coming too easy to you. You don't have to commit to anything to satiate your physical or sexual desires. You understand? So you desensitize yourself emotionally, but as soon as you moderate yourself and you restrict yourself, you start sensitizing yourself all over again. You know, it starts making you miss something, some form of interaction. And remember that exactly how you correlate your interactions is exactly how your body's going to correlate them. So if you get with somebody and you'll be like, oh, well, that's just my boy toy, or she's just my slide or whatever, you're not really gaining emotionally from it, when what you're gaining from it is self-betrayal. You're betraying yourself, because you're interacting with somebody for so long, eventually some degree of emotional connection is going to build between you and that person. It's like a commentator and his audience. Eventually, they feel like they know this commentator, and they're like, you know what? Let me pay attention, because this person is, you know, he might not be completely right, but he has some things to talk about. You know? I need to go eat, because actually I had just came from work like an hour ago. and I have an 8-9. So I'm going to let you guys go. Stay blessed. And remember what Mike Pence said. When your children ask why there's people out there protesting, you tell them for the same reason that there's people at home at peace. Because it's called liberty. This is how liberty looks. This is exactly how liberty looks. Liberty is versatile. Liberty is not singular. We can't expect one form of liberty. Everybody's entitled to reflecting liberty, whether we like it or not, whether the protesters are right or wrong. I didn't believe in that until today, where Mike Pence made me understand that then, where there's bulls or cheers, this is the song of liberty, because you don't have this right anywhere else in the world. So let's look at it and let's be happy that this is America and these are the freedoms that America offers its people. With that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Stay blessed. Sorry, Summer Coach. You called me late. They know. You already know. All my peoples. Pam Cryer, Lee Anthony, Robert Arms. I'm going to see you guys another day. Hopefully I have something to talk about, just to interact a little bit. You guys stay blessed and continue to struggle, because let me tell you, the information is out there. All you have to do is look for it. Just look for Trump news. Look for anything dealing with Trump, and you're always going to find something new. And you're always going to understand that we're constantly under attack. So the war might be over. I mean, the battle might be over, but the war has just begun. Just look around you and come to terms with that. Stay blessed, MAGA, and God bless everybody.